Previously, we did a segment, and we talked about your marijuana habit.
Yeah.
And I asked you if you were addicted or not to it. You said no, but you are addicted to two other things. You said money, and you said jewelry.
Sure.
I want to talk to you about jewelry. You are wearing several pieces today.
Yeah, just a little bit of it. This ain't all my shit.
Are any of these chains that you're wearing today your first chain ever?
Nah, my first chain ever was a DME chain that I got.
How old were you back then?
I probably was like 23, 24.
What did that chain mean to you? Your first chain?
That mean everything to me. Like, that's what I represent, DME, like, to the grave. That's just what I represent. I feel like that was the first thing I had to get, either my name or that.
So your first chain was custom?
Custom.
It wasn't something that was already made in the jewelry store and you picked something out and...
Yeah, it was custom. I paid like $7,500 for my first one.
You were 23 at the time.
Yeah.
Usually kids, even when they're young, they get like a little chain when they're in middle school, high school, something very light, you know, like a little pendant or something like that. Never had a chain back then?
Yeah, I had like little chain, little bullshit ass chains, but like my custom, like when I started really getting into jewelry, it's custom.
So I guess the DME was your first custom chain.
Custom chain.
But you have had chains before in the past.
Yeah, little crosses and shit like that.
Do you remember what your first little chain was?
A cross.
Or how young you were back then?
I think that was something my brother had brought me. Probably was like 15, 16, something like that.
Different feeling when you get something custom.
Yeah, and a different feeling when you buying it yourself.
Can you explain the difference between, you know, getting something that's already a pendant already versus something custom, like the feeling, the difference in the feeling? If there is a difference.
It just feels better like with custom because all them racks, you know, you done spent on. That's custom. Like you can go to the mall and pick up any little cross or anything, but you're gonna spend that bag to get something custom. The right one, I'm talking about like VVS's or VS1s, like real diamonds. Cause you can go get a bullshit custom chain and think you this and that, but like you got to really learn that jewelry. Before I got into jewelry, like I studied diamonds and shit. I studied it, so I knew what I was buying. I know if I'm about to go spend these $100,000 with these jewelers, I got to know what I'm spending my money on, because it's another business, it's another hustle.
Now, fast forwarding today, these chains that you have on today, can you explain the meanings behind any of them?
This is my DME chain. This is the Dirty Money Entertainment chain. Icebox did this one.
But that was not the first chain. Nah, there was a separate DME chain.
Yeah, I got two logos, two DME logos. This is the second logo we got made. And this my cocky piece right here. South Carolina Gamecocks piece. Like I live right up the street, like my hood, like right up the street from the stadium. So yeah, so I got that with the Bluff Road Millionaire on the back. Icebox did that too.
And it's also wearing a chain.
Yeah, he wearing a chain. He got the same chains on I got. He got this chain right here on, and he got the Blacc Zacc chain on I got right there. This bitch nasty. This my favorite one right here though. This 48.
What's the meaning behind that?
That's my hood, 48 Bluff Road.
Now you mentioned Icebox. They did all three.
They did these two. They did. Wifey did this over there at Jewelry Unlimited, and Pristine. I got the watch from Pristine up in New York. That's Floyd Mayweather jewelry.
The bracelet and the rings, who did those?
Wifey at Jewelry Unlimited.
Now, who comes up with these designs? Is it the jeweler? Do you let him ad-lib it and come up with this? Or you already have this image of what you want already when you go to them?
I be having the image most likely. But my new pieces I got, Will them came up with them, Icebox them, they came up with them. I got some new shit on the way.
Oh, I see. Yep. Now, you did mention there are different jewelers that did the different chains and that sort of thing. Why use different jewelers? Why not just stay with one?
You know, you gotta test the waters. You gotta see what else people out there. Other people can do different shit. Yeah, like they just got, you know, different quality and different, you know, different relationships with people.
I see.
Yep.
Now, jewelry can be expensive.
Yeah.
With what you have on today, for example, how much would something like that cost?
Right today, I probably got like 200 on me today.
Very expensive.
Yeah, like 200,000 today. But all together in jewelry, I probably got like 400.
Almost $500,000.
Yeah, no cap, no deal, none of that. They know what's up with me. And my brothers doing the same thing. Everybody, if all us line up in this room right now, you ain't gonna know who the rapper. If you don't know who I am already, you ain't gonna know who the rapper. Cause all of them got APs, rollers, all that shit. My bitch got rollers.
Mm.
For real.
Now, aside from your chains, and just thinking about hip hop in general, is there a favorite chain you had from maybe another rapper that you really liked, even if it was growing up, that you just think was the best chain? I mean, aside from yours, was the best chain maybe of all time?
Gucci Man, Blacc Zacc.
You liked that one.
Man, that shit was crazy.
What was it about that one that you liked compared to other rappers' jewelry? Other rappers' chains?
Cause back then, like, people was doing like the jewelry, but like go out to another level. Like them big ass like cartoon shit. Like nobody was doing that shit back then. Like that shit was crazy with the colorful diamonds and all that. Like,
if I'm not mistaken, I think Lil Yachty just got something similar and said it was an ode to that Bart Simpson chain that Gucci had.
Yeah.
His Bart Simpson kind of looks like him with the hair and stuff like that. Lil Yachty's does.
Yeah.
But it was a play off of that. I guess that inspiration or whatever.
Yeah, Yachty iced up too.
Who do you think has had the ugliest chain of all time in hip hop?
The ugliest
Yeah,
chain?
the worst chain, the ugliest chain. Maybe if it was a chain you were growing up and you just saw a rapper with.
I can't, off top I can't say who got the ugliest chain, but I feel like if your shit fake and you know your shit fake, then that's the ugly. Then all that's ugly. You know who you is. If your shit ain't right, then it ain't right.
Speaking of a fake jewelry, you said you studied jewelry,
Yeah.
and you have purchased almost $500,000 in jewelry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to, when you see somebody walking across from you or close to you or whatever the case may be, are you able to spot the difference between somebody with a fake chain versus somebody with real jewelry like yourself?
Yeah, I can spot it.
What's the hint there?
With the watches, it's different ways you can spot it. Like rollers on tick and shit. Then you can tell like by how the diamonds shine. Like them shit's got to shine. Them shit's got to hit. If they ain't hitting, then it ain't right.
Now, you're a rapper, you do shows, you see fans, you see this, you see that. If somebody wants to take a picture with you, let's say they have fake jewelry on themselves, but they want to take a picture with you and you have real jewelry on. Do you try to curve that, or do you still take a picture with that person?
Oh no, I'm taking a picture with them.
You are?
Yeah.
I've done an interview with somebody that says they don't like to do pictures with people with fake jewelry on, if they can spot it.
Why?
Because theirs real and the other person not, I guess?
I guess. But nah, I ain't like that. Nah, I take a picture with you.
Oh, okay.
I don't got nothing to do with like how you spend your money or whatever. You know, I just really be on the folks' ass that be trying to get the same recognition as us or trying to act like it's real when it ain't real. That's what I be on like.
You have spent $500,000 almost on jewelry.
Easy.
Is jewelry a good investment or bad?
It's good at me.
Explain, because I've heard both.
I can take I could have took that same $500,000 and could have blowed it probably on a car or something that I can't really get no money back from. But I can, times get hard, I can take this back, baby. Or get something for it. Feel me?
Someone may argue with that statement, say, well, you could get something for a car too, even if it's just a little.
Yeah, but not like I feel for the diamonds and stuff like that.
You feel like you'll get more for the diamonds than a car.
That's how I feel, depending on how much you done spent. And you know, you can get appraisals and stuff like that. I'm leaking a lot of game about these diamonds stuff.
You can get an appraisal for a car, just want to put that out there too.
Yeah, but you can get, but it's like with the appraisals on jewelry and stuff, like you kind of like for instance, this watch done went up. I paid $50,000 for this watch. it done went up to 80,000. Just from, it's a rare watch, it's honeycomb. Like people, this shit going up, like more people wanting it.
Mm.
So the demand for it kind of going up.
I see.
Yeah.
I have heard though, just on the flip side, I have heard that because that's what they call a bust down watch,
Yeah.
meaning like it's flooded with diamonds and stuff like that.
AP.
Aftermarket, because I don't think APs actually flood them out like that. I think a jeweler has to flood it.
Yeah.
I've heard, I could be mistaken, but I've heard when you bust down a watch,
Take away the value?
it does take away the value. Because some, like Rolex, they kind of have their own bust down version where they use what they call like factory diamonds, meaning it's their stones, they put it a certain way, so it's considered factory when they do it. When a jeweler does it, it's considered aftermarket. They customize something that was already factory. So it loses value, I've heard.
I don't know too much about Rolex, but I just know this watch done went up from 50 to 80. Easy. Like another jeweler just tried to buy this watch from me.
Ah.
Yeah, they just tried to buy this watch from me. I curved them.
So there is value from your perspective.
Yeah.
I just want to put it out there because you may get comments in this video, people saying this and that, so I just want to show both sides.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to jewelry, and I don't know if this is something that has always happened in hip-hop or something very recent, but when it comes to these blogs, it comes to these hip-hop websites, something that I've been seeing very recently, chain snatching stories.
Yeah.
Chain snatching headlines. Now, regardless of what rapper, when you see a headline like that, what do you make of something like that? So-and-so got their chain taken.
I be more concerned like the homeboys that be around them. Cause like you supposed to move a certain way, like when you the artist, you know how you supposed to, like what your homeboys there for. They ain't there just to enjoy the show, to hang around. Like they supposed to be watching your back. So if your chain gets snatched, like, you know, I don't judge anybody that got their chain snatched, but it's like, cause anything can happen. But like what your homeboys doing, what your partners done been doing when it happened. Like, that'd be my biggest concern, like who was with you.
Seeing these stories as of late, do any of these headlines worry you, or the amount of them?
I just already be knowing what come with it, with the music, like being an artist or whatever, like having on this jury period, like, you know, it's just gonna come with people, gonna hate you. They gonna try to do all kind of stuff, but just gotta be prepared. Keep God first, shit. It'll be cool.
With these recent headlines that are out, and you knowing what you know that could come with it, having this type of jewelry on, is it worth the trouble it may cause or the extra attention it may bring to someone like yourself?
Yeah, it's worth it. Cause they can't keep their eyes off you when they see it, for real. And I feel like my jewelry kind of helped my music career too. It really did, cause I spent a lot of money with jewelers, and once they get to posting me and doing all kind of stuff, that made people pay attention to me. And you know I'm spending the bag with them posting me, so I don't even question if it's fake, because you know they ain't gonna stand on that ain't right. So, yeah.